So last week we had we did a breathing practice, a visualized breathing practice called Chandra Badana. This week we're going to do Nadi. I'm sorry. We're going to do alternate breathing, which is Nadi Shodhana. And they're very similar. And so as we settle in, we gently close our eyes or bring our eyes to soft focus. The jaw is soft, shoulders soften, feeling the sits bones resting on the chair, feeling the spine, connecting with the spine. And as we go through this practice at any point, perhaps you might feel an inclination to draw the belly button, the navel in toward the spine, or not. And now we're going to visualize the breath moving in through the left nostril and the exhale moving out the right nostril. And then the next inhale moves in the right nostril and out the left. So we're alternating our focus through visualization, because the sensation of inhale will happen in both nostrils. We're focusing on just one nostril at a time for the in breath and the opposite nostril for the out breath. And then vice versa. We've done this practice before by closing the nostril with the thumb or the ring finger. Today we're just doing it simply with visualization. Breathing in one nostril, out the other, and in through the nostril we just exhaled out of, and switching the exhale to the other side. We'll be in this practice, practicing this technique for a couple of minutes, and I will be silent, and then I will speak again. And gently letting go of this technique, of this practice. We come back to our signature breath, whatever that is for you. Your natural breath. And now find a big breath in and take a stretch. Just whatever feels good, just find your stretch. Maybe remembering your feet. And then we come back to center, breathing in. On the out breath, we slide our hands to gently cup our knees, rounding the upper back, chin to heart. We're in cat. And then sliding the hands up to the top of the thighs. The heart lifts. There's an arch coming in the low back, maybe in the mid back, maybe the upper back. Press the hands into the tops of the legs. And on the out breath, slide the hands out again. The in breath comes up, pressing in to the top of the thighs. Nice stretch in the low back. Out breath takes us forward. Now find your rhythm with your own breath. The out breath is coming into the cat arch, and the in breath creates that sway back and forth a couple more times. And then we bring this to a pause, and we'll do some twisting. So we're going to start with the left foot. So press the left foot in and let the left knee slide forward just a wee bit as we take a twist to the right side. Pressing into the left foot, left knee pressing forward just an inch or two or a half. And then we come back to center. We're going to travel to the other side now. So we press the right foot in to the mat, slide the right knee forward an inch or two. It's going to dive deeply into the pelvis, and we find a twist. And then we come back to center, slide the hands out to cat, slide the hands back to cow. We're going to take that twist again to the right side, pressing into the left foot, maybe holding on to the back of the chair. Slide the knee forward just a little bit. That would be the left knee forward. Come back to center. Switch sides. Right knee slides forward, right foot presses into the mat. We take that twist, lift the heart a little bit when we come into twists, and allow the belly to move. Coming back to center, another cat arch. Slide the hands up, press into cow. Pressing in to that left foot. Left knee slides forward just a little bit. Breathing here. Lift the heart. Feel the torso turn. Breathe again. We're going to hold this for another couple breath cycles. We're looking over the left shoulder. Then we're slowly coming back to center. Press in now to the right foot. Slide the right knee forward an inch or so. Take the twist to the left side. Heart's lifted. We're breathing here. And then come back to center. Let's rise to standing. And I'm going to invite you to grab a block if you have one. If you don't, it's okay. I'll just keep it nearby. Move the chair. I'm going to move my chair. We're going to do some balance work today. So we start by having a nice long spine. Realizing I want to move my chair a little further away. So we're going to go forward with a leg swing. So we're swinging the leg out at the hip joint, taking a step forward, switch sides, coming forward, finding balance. You can control how high your leg goes so the toes can just skim the floor. And now we're going to take that backwards. And we come to a pause. Let the body settle. Find mountain, heart lifted, jaw tender and soft, breath noticed. Now let's do that again. We're going to sweep one leg out and it steps in front of the other foot. So now the heel and the toe come into an alignment. And again, sweeping the toe on the floor works too. And then we go back. And we come to a pause. Noticing the breath. Let's take this into weight shifting side to side. So we're going to take a step to the left and lift the right foot. Step to the weight the right, lift the left. So if we start with feet wide, it's just a shift back and forth. If you'd like a little bit more, stepping and then bringing the feet together, then stepping, bringing the feet together. So you decide, is it going to be this? And just go back and forth. Just let yourself be a pendulum, however you choose to do this. And slowly come back to center. Notice the sensations in the body. Let's do the same pendulum action going forward and then backwards. So stepping forward, that back foot comes off the floor any amount, step back. So I'm stepping with my left foot and being active with my right. So when I step back, the right foot comes up. When I step forward, the right foot lifts in the back. Just going back and forth. You can have a chair nearby for balance. And then we come to a pause, and we're going to switch legs. So now we step forward with the right leg, lift the back, go back and forth. My brain's scrambling today. Lifting both feet. See if we can elevate ourselves, come off the ground. And then we're coming back to a pause. Oh, good heavens. Settle in mountain. I'm going to shift the weight now to the left leg. I'm going to swing that right leg forward, cross the body, touch, open, behind, and curtsy. Come back up, open, forward, touch down, neutral. Switching legs. Toe touches forward, cross the body, opens, behind, curtsy, back up, open, forward, and cross the body. Come back to center and pause. Woo. Again, the weight's shifting. Left leg, toe comes forward, cross the body, open, behind, curtsy, open, forward, cross, neutral. Weight shifts to the right leg, forward, cross, open, behind, curtsy, open, forward, cross, neutral. Whew. One more time. Left leg, forward, across, open, behind, curtsy, open, forward, cross, and neutral. One more time. Weight is on the right leg now. Forward, cross, open, behind, curtsy, open, forward, cross, neutral. Pause here. Sweeping the arms up, we fold just to the top of the knees, right above the knees. Just fold here. Sweep the arms up, press the floor away to hinge up. We're going to fold again. This time, maybe right below the knees. Breathe in to rise, press the floor away. And one more time, we fold, perhaps to the ankles or the floor, or just the shins or above the knees. Your choice. Breathe in, press away, hinge up. Hands come to heart center. And we come to neutral. We're going to do some work with releve. So that's lifting onto the toes, coming up and down. Balance can be secured by having the back of the chair near you, so your fingers can touch down, or maybe even go to a wall. That works. We're going to go up and down. So lifting onto the toes and then settling the heels. We come onto the toes and settle the heels, going back and forth. One more time. Bringing this to a pause. Now, if you have a block, we're going to do this with a block, that same practice. So maybe the block's going to be on the middle size. And we're going to bring it right up. Here's my knees. So it's right above the knees, not resting on the knees. And we're going to do the releve by squeezing the block and rising up. Squeeze the block to rise, squeezing again. And we're rising using that squeeze to help stabilize our sacrum. And you might notice, as I do, that sometimes freestanding, one leg often takes more of the work upon itself. So when I'm using the block, I'm evenly distributing the work on the right side and the left side. And then we're going to bring that to a pause. And now let's go back to releve without the block. So the block is moved to the side. And now we're just going to go up and down. A couple more times. Nice breath. And pause. We're going to face the seat of the chair now. Place the hands on the chair, maybe the outer edges of the chair. And we're going to step back with the right foot, step back with the left foot. Lift the sits bones. Let the head come between the upper arms. Maybe a soft bend in the knee. And just allow the stretch to take place. It's going to be right in the very base of the low back into the sacrum for most of us. Take your breath into the low back. See if you can imagine or sense the low back filling with air. And as we begin to soften in the low back, does that travel upstream to the upper back? Maybe there's a little more release in the upper back too. Now gently bend the knees. Step forward. Bringing the arms to ragdoll, so holding opposite elbows. Fold forward. Maybe the head comes to the chair, maybe it doesn't. One more breath here. And then we release the arms Bend the knees slightly. Sweep the arms up to shoulder height. Press the floor away. And we come back to mountain. The invitation now is to come back to seated. Scooting just a little bit forward on the chair. And we come back to Nadi Sadhana. Our alternate nostril breathing. Gently close the eyes or soft focus. Imagine drawing the breath in through one nostril and completely releasing it through the other nostril. And we go back and forth, this time focusing on a complete exhale. Perhaps noticing whether or not the sensation in the individual nostril has become perhaps a little more clear to the mind's eye. Now let go of the technique, let go of everything, and join me in Shavasana. Today's thought is from Thich Nhat Hanh. Because of your smile, you make life more beautiful. Because of your smile, you make life more beautiful. Let's open our arms wide and we sweep them up to gather all the blessings that already exist. And we draw them, those beautiful blessings, into our hearts, into our mind, into our very being, with appreciation and gratitude. And together we all say, Namaste.